This video, I show you the best 3 apps that pay you real money, which are some of the easiest ways to make money online. How to do it? We're about to find out. These are the best 3 apps that pay you real money. Also, only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up getting value out of this video, consider subscribing with notification on. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. In that way, I will notify you whenever I have a new and fresh strategy to make money online, so you can be one of the first to use it. Thus, of course, make the most money. I have a question for you. Do you have a smartphone that you use often? The answer is most likely yes. And if that's the case, then you can get started on making money online, even if you've never done so until now. This is also possible without investing a dime, as it's completely free to do. All you have to do is download the apps that I'll show you, do literally nothing, and collect your earnings. For today, we will be going over 3 different apps that can make you money and passive income. And all you need for this to work is to watch the step-by-step tutorial through the end, and by then, you'll be able to start making money with just your smartphone. Now, right before I explain to you how you can do this, comment down below, "I am from blank, aka your country." And that way, I will know exactly where you're from. So in the future, I can make sure that every single video I release is meant for you. So drop your country's name in the comments down below. And don't forget, I have a special bonus for you at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around and keep watching all the way until the end. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, so just like I said in the intro, I have 3 apps to show you today. So without further ado, the first one that we will be using is called userfeel.com. This is an app I reckon many of you didn't even know existed until now. First off though, what is userfeel.com? Well, it's an app where you can test various apps and websites and get paid. The way this works is basically companies from all over the world will need someone to test their apps in order to find any sort of bugs and problems in the aforementioned apps and websites, and this is where userfeel.com comes in. The companies will pay userfeel.com, who will then pay people like us to do the testing. So you get paid as simple as that. And as you can guess, such testing doesn't require any particular knowledge, a set of skills, or experience to do. And that's precisely why this is the first app I'm showing you today. It's an excellent place to get started on making money online if you've never done so before. Furthermore, this is a very popular app that has over hundreds of thousands of testers from all over the world. So this does work in most countries, and will most likely work in yours too, and this is arguably one of the best features of this app. They also have hundreds of happy clients, and some of the said clients can be seen just below, which as you can see includes some very big companies that I know some of you will recognize right away. You can also see quite a bit of info about this app, as well as the features they have. User Feel is a multilingual usability and assert testing tool. Test any site in any language. Our panel consists of more than 130,000 testers speaking 40 languages. This I reckon brings a lot of their customers to this app, as having testers from all over the globe means that the site or app that's not in English can still be tested without any problems. Here we can see some info regarding the testers themselves, and so it's definitely relevant for us. Test on desktop, mobile, or tablet. Testing with both our app and an external camera allows us to test websites or applications on Android, iPhone or iPad. That's why I said back in the intro that you can do this with just your smartphone. In the end, it is of course your decision. But the fact that this is doable on smartphone is a big bonus, because you don't have to be home, essentially to be able to test the apps. A phone or tablet is all you need to do so. Down here you can see that you can get your results very fast, and some extra info about the app that I simply won't go over because it's irrelevant for us. What you need to do instead is to scroll down below and click on Tester FAQ. And that will then take you to this page where you can see that you can get paid $10 per test, with each test lasting between 10 and 20 minutes. In other words, you can get paid $10 in 10 minutes at least, and 20 minutes at most. That's not a small amount of money, considering the fact that you literally don't need any skills to do this. Now when you come onto this page, I recommend thoroughly reading everything here. But real quick, if you guys are enjoying this video, in which I've put a lot of time and energy to actually do, I would really appreciate it if you guys tap the like button and make sure you subscribe with notification on. And if we get 5 likes on this video, I'll drop a brand new video next week to show you guys exactly how to make even more money online doing basic stuff like this in the comfort of your home. Now let's get back to the video. First off, a great feature about Userfeel is that you don't need to pay for anything, just like it says here. However, you will need a Windows or Mac computer and a microphone. If you have a laptop, then you don't even need to buy a microphone because it already contains an internal microphone. But if you have, or need to buy one, you don't need something too expensive. It literally says here that it can be as cheap as $2. You won't need to use your real name when conducting a test, so no worries about that. Something that is quite important to mention as well is the qualification test, so you won't be able to get started on testing right away. But this qualification just verifies that you have a microphone, and you can complete various tasks. Once again, it's nothing too complex. The last thing worth mentioning is how you get paid. As you can see, you do get paid through PayPal or Amazon gift cards. And I know that some of you want apps that will pay not through cryptocurrencies alone, but also through other means. And with this app, PayPal is most definitely an option. Now to get started with Userfeel, all you have to do is scroll down below, click on Become a Tester, and just fill these out to start making money. Now, moving on to the second app on our list is Honeygain.com. Honeygain is a perfect way to earn passive income online. This app is quite a bit different in comparison to the previous one because you will be making money by sharing your internet. Now don't worry, your security isn't at risk or anything. And as you can see here, Honeygain is indeed secure. It ensures that your internet traffic is only used by trusted partners, and the app never asks for or gains access to the storage of your device. So they won't steal your data, and your internet traffic is only used by the people they trust. If you want to read more on this, you can click right here. Just below, you can see how Honeygain actually works. And long story short, it makes the internet more accessible to other users out there. And in turn, you get paid for just that. Down here you can see the 5 steps to Honeygain. So your first step is installing this. You then run Honeygain. The app will gather data using your internet data, which will help other businesses in the process. And finally, you get paid. You do so through PayPal or Bitcoin. The last thing worth noting about this app that I can leave out is the fact that it does not pay a huge amount of money. The money you get paid depends a lot on your internet connection. But I have to remind you that this is a passive income method, not an active one, as was the case with the first app. With Honeygain, you can just leave it running, and it makes you money. So in my opinion, you should use both Honeygain when you don't have the time to do anything, and Userfeel when you do. The third app that we will be covering today is moneyapp.org. This is one of the best rated apps of this kind that I've ever seen out there. And as you can see, it's also available for both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. If you come over to the App Store, you will see that not only does this app has a 4.9-star rating, but the said rating is given by hundreds of thousands of people. So this just proves that this app can and will get you paid. You will get paid by completing various tasks they have to offer, which will earn you credits, which you will then exchange for money. So that's all there really is to it, nothing complicated. Now if you want to make even more money, then you need to watch this video right here for you to discover how to earn $3,782 by just copy and pasting, which is one of the best ways to make money online.